Hey, yo, everyone. I hope everyone's doing great and is having a fantastic week, and will have a fantastic weekend. All right, so today I bring you a little bit something special. This is long overdue. I was supposed to make this, I think, last year, no, if not actually earlier this year when they reissued this figure itself. But we have the Sentinel Peter B. Parker Spider-Man, or from the Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. So I missed out on this the first time that saw it went on sale. A friend of mine uh, told me to pick this up, pre-order it. I just never did. Honestly forgot. And then luckily they announced they were doing a reissue, so I for sure put my pre-order in Big Bad Toy Store, and now I got it. So without further ado, we'll get straight into the figure. So, front of the box, and we can see a little bit of a window revealing Spider-Man himself and Peter B's alternate faces. Him swinging out of the panel there. Turning it around, we see other alternate faces and accessories. So, top one showing him a little bit confused, and we see the Peter B that died. And third one, we see Peter B with him and his glasses and alternate hands. And lastly, him drinking a mug and reading a newspaper. This is a cool shot, kind of an upside down look or pose or photo, I guess you'd say it. And then turning on the other side, we see him in different action poses, him swinging through the city, or him kind of doing a mid-air pose, and him doing kind of a swing lunged forward. So, before I clear my throat, this figure was notoriously bootlegged, and I want to say I had held one in my hand because someone that I knew got a bootlegged one. They knew they got a bootlegged one, but they wanted to kind of use that as a way to just customize the figure without, spending too much or breaking the bank. But this was notoriously bootlegged, and one of the telltale signs was the neck. If the neck was too short, it was a fake. And I don't know why that was the case. Maybe bootleg companies couldn't get the neck right or whatever. This figure has quite a long, lanky neck, while the bootlegged ones didn't. Other than that, in terms of paint, it was pretty good. I think this figure has some gold webbings, and you kind of get a closer look once we open up the figure from the box. But yeah, I think that was pretty much it. So I'm super excited. We'll get this figure out of the box, and we'll put him in different poses like we see in the movie. All right, bye. All right, so revealing now is the instruction sheet, and I'm assuming this involves how to switch the pieces out, and that's always what I've wondered. So this is the front of the pamphlet, and the back. Opening it up reveals, yeah, so this is not the deluxe or premium edition, which the premium edition comes with this here, and we can see some parts there already, and some of the newspapers for the accessories there. Please cut a copy from this page. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming you just can cut these individual pieces and put them on the newspaper mold that they provide to us. So I'll have to look into that. Wow, there's a lot of a lot of pages there. Oh, yeah, right, because you can just give the illusion that there's a lot of pages there. Alrighty, so we see some more accessories being used, and you can see what head sculpts you can change out, the glasses how you can put them on, some webbing effects, and some alternate torso or abdomen pieces there, which I will be putting the slim one because I like the slim look that he has. But if I'm feeling, I guess, quirky, I can put the fat abdomen there. going around, you see which what indicates which one is Peter B and which one is Peter Parker. Interesting. Alrighty, and you see kind of the I want to say it's a slanted T joint or T joint that's there. And then we see is the premium one, which I don't have. And we see the stand that is used. So I think this stand in particular is not the best, but I think it does get the job done from what I heard. So I'll have to use that once we crack open the dude from the plastic. So we'll get this, put it to the side. Alrighty, without dropping this like always. Okay, this is probably as good as I can get. So see the figure. I don't know why I did that little hand thingy. So we have the figure here, and see the head sculpts up top, torso or abdomen, lower abdomen or crotch area, and we see some, I think people call them flips, some flips here with already installed, no, not installed webbings. Real nice. See his coffee holding hand mug and his glasses down here. Him holding the cheeseburger, or I think he has a cheeseburger. I'm not too sure. I didn't see that in the pamphlet. Alternate hands, his gripping, or what is that? Or him holding the newspaper hands, his fist hands, from what looks like it. Some wall crawling hands and some open random hands. So, yeah. There's another piece, or yeah, another one underneath here, and yep, that's what I thought. Some stands here. So this is actually nicely packaged, so this is real cool. I'll put this to the side and mess with this later. And we will get this figure out of this plastic. Alrighty, so we are back. To my surprise, it's really nice. Not to my surprise, I was only referencing that because of the feet. Sentinel has this weird thing where they have not straight feet, and I mean, it's not a huge problem, but he does, let me see if I can get him kind of straight. He does lean a little bit forward, so you can see his toes are kind of doing that. So I mean, it stands on itself, but if you do have a desk or like a shelf that you frequently bump into, be wary, because he does not have peg holes, because he will lean, or he will rock forward. So be on the lookout for that. So we'll talk about the figure and talk about the paint. So the paint, kind of get a closer look at that. The paint's real nice. It's not, so out there, and you can see the paint doesn't bleed into the spider symbol, which I'm not super glad, but it does look good nonetheless. And see how I was saying the gold paint all over the figure is a little bit of a smudge there, but no worries. Take that piece off there if I can. No worries. Yeah, so instead of the black webbing that he usually has on the figure itself, or any other Spider-Man figure that is made, they went with the gold. Now, I don't know why. Only reason I can think of is maybe to give the illusion that there's different shadows will make it pop out, and if he has a harsh shadow, it'll look black either way. So I don't particularly know why they gave it a gold webbing, but I'm not complaining. It looks good. It's something different. But other than that, I mean, yeah, the paint goes all the way down. There's honestly minimal paint, which I'm glad, because if there's over excessive paint, it just look really weird. I want to say the molding is blue, so the red would have to be the paint itself. And yeah, I'm trying to look for any imperfections. I mean, it's slight. I mean, it's paint. It's gonna bleed over anyways. But yeah, it's real nice. The bootleg ones though are not painted good. The blue and red do bleed over each other, and you'll see splotches here and there. It's you'll know it's a bootleg when you see that. But yeah, that's one way to tell. So this one does have the Peter B. Parker belly there. So once I'll change that in a bit after the articulation. So starting from the top down, his head does go that much, which is nice. So if you ever want him gliding, you can. His neck does have real nice movement. It doesn't move all the way back because I don't think that's humanly possible unless you break your neck. It does move that much forward, that much back. And it does have some side movement. So the neck, the top of the neck sits on a ball joint and the bottom neck sits on a ball joint as well. So it's real nice. And moving to the shoulders. Now, here's one of my nitpicks, but I know it's a sacrifice that Sentinel had to make. I didn't say that right. We're moving on. The shoulders. It's pretty exposing. You can definitely see the ball joint there. And here's the thing. Spider-Man is a very acrobatic, I guess would be the word, character. So you don't want to minimize the movement of Spider-Man himself. So these here, I mean, they move great. They move real great. I sometimes fear that, maybe might fall off, but it's feels like it's not gonna fall off. And doing this, it doesn't look horrendous, honestly. It looks like it goes with the figure. I feel like if any other company were to do this, they'd make it look weird. But there's no biggies. You had to sacrifice some things, and this is one of them. With some exposing arms or elbows or joints, I guess would be the word. But yeah, that's honestly, for some people, I think that bothers, but for me, no biggie there. But he does have the movement there, and he does have, can rotate 360 on both arms. He does have, I'm assuming, side swivel. Does not have side swivel, but nope. I feel like he does, but maybe this one probably need to put some warm water, not on the figure, but kind of heat him up a little bit. He has he has double jointed elbows, which look like double jointed elbows. Could be wrong. Nope. Yeah, double jointed elbows. Real nice. He has upper torso movement. He has a really nice ab crunch. You can see there. He can move this much back. And he's probably limited with the belly itself. So once we switch that out, I'll show y'all again. He has that much movement on his legs. His upper legs there. He has double jointed knees. He goes there. Bring that down. And he has a hinged ankle or rockers. They move side to side. He does have swivel there and hinged toes. So, while moving the camera over, you might have noticed the back of his thighs. So, this is one of the sacrifices that had to be made. It looks weird, but it's so that he can do this. It's so that he can pose on, I don't know, I have it correctly posed, but he can pose on the wall or on a wall, or sitting or kind of squatting down so that he has that overlooking the city look or pose. But there's, like I said, sacrifices had to be made, and this is one of them. He does have, if we bring this down, this much movement, which is really nice to see. See some of the, sits on a, what is that, a T T-joint or a dumbbell joint, whichever one is called. Can't remember. And yeah, so that's for articulation. I will exchange the heads, maybe switch the hands, and I'll be right back. So I thought I'd show y'all how to take these pieces apart. So pretty much pop this out, and you pop this out as well, and eventually you'll just pop these legs off, pop this leg up, this leg off, and then from there you can start adding the other pieces. So you'll slip this piece. You know, it probably might be easier if I add this piece there, slip this in. Oh, I have the worst butterfingers on this planet, so you just pop that in. There we go. And from there, we'll grab the torso we want. Gonna move some of this stuff around. Go. And then lastly, there we go. So there it goes with this smooth belly. There it is. And yeah. So let me change out the heads and I'll be right back. Alright, so here we go. We have, I put on his Peter Parker face with the blonde hair and his wall holding hands. And I wish I had, one of the things that I noticed, I wish they had magnets on the way they do with the Mafex figures, because I do have the Mafex symbiote Spiderman, and I think those have magnet hands or feet. I think they're hands, but I wish these were implemented in this one here, because it would have been real nice to see it, you know, sticking, you know, him sticking on a wall. But overall, it's nice. I'll switch them out with, and honestly, it was not that hard. So when you take these off, it slides off. So it has like a little bit of a notch at the very edge of the joint there, which is easily slide it in, and that's it. Same thing with these up here, the heads. Just pop it off. It's a ball joint and should be good. So I'll switch these out to different accessory hands or heads. I'll be back. So I was messing with the figure and I really like this pose. It's it seems very Peter B. Parker of him to kind of just be in this shocked pose. I do have a turntable, but I don't have a connection to display him going around. Unfortunately, I don't have an outlet to set up my whole entire stuff, because I have the camera, my PC, and the lighting, or the light as well. So fortunately, I don't have unfortunately I can't use the turntable, but in the future I will for sure be able to. So just wanted to show y'all how he looks. Here goes Peter trying to enjoy his cup of joe to start his morning off. And right off the bat, honestly, his glasses are super small. So when you do take it out of the package, do be very careful. Probably get a tweezer to get it out, because the way they packaged it was kind of weird. But yes, do be careful with those. And it does seem like they will break. So obviously handle them with care. Everything else is super easy to get on. I was hoping the mug would be a different accessory piece where you have the fingers doing this and you just slide it on. But unfortunately, that is not in this. That's not the case in this certain case. But yeah, and the glasses, putting them on are relatively easy. It's almost as if you're putting them on another human. So you slide them on, make sure they're on the nose, or top of the bridge of the nose, and you have them on. That's all there is to it. So yeah, I will put him on the stand and wrap up the video, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, so pretty much here it goes with the stand. Now, setting up the stand was relatively easy. I didn't really look at the instructions, which I should have, but overall I do like using the corner pieces. It does tell you how to remove this piece, this transparent slot piece there, and then you can add this holder display stand, actual stand, in there. But whatever. But overall, it holds the figure well enough. It's not the greatest because you can see it's still kind of, loose a little bit, but I think it honestly gets the job done. And yeah, we put him holding his spider webs, kind of swinging through the city, so he does look really great. So yeah, pretty much to wrap it up, this is a great figure. If you grab this figure, I think it retails for $100, and the premium or deluxe version costs, I think, $130. I might be wrong. Practically, you're paying $30 extra for the newspaper that it comes with, and as well as the what's it called, and the lion golem statue esque thing, or whatever it's called. So I would take those into consideration. Now that I mention it, I should check. Okay, never mind. I thought that it came with the newspaper, but never mind. So yeah, if you like this, if you have this figure, do let me know. Let me know what you think. It's definitely, I know this came out last year, but I realistically got it this year. So I wanna do a top 10 figures that I've reviewed by the end of this year, and kind of, see what everyone thinks. I think this is a huge, or not huge, but a really strong contender for that. Now, I don't want to say number one, but maybe top 3. So yeah, everyone drop a like if you like this video, subscribe, and yeah, leave a comment down below what you think. See you later. Gotta do this.